Hello everyone, it's Raven, and I'm back, obviously. So this is the first week of trying to do a video every weekday, which is going to be a little bit weird. It's going to be a little bit different for me, so bear with me. I'm trying to get everything done. So this is the first episode of something. I don't know what to call it, and I think I got maybe one or two suggestions, so I guess suggestions down below for names, and I'll pick the one with the most upvotes. As long as it's appropriate and all that good stuff, then I'll pick that one. Yeah, so I did say I was going to go through the mechanics of, or how, you know, these projects that I showed off in the last video worked, and I'm actually not going to do that, and the reason is because I'm going to have to change how a lot of it works. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one. But you can kind of watch here. I got the giant solar sailor that we've been working on stream here, and you can see, you know, basically how I'm doing it. It's pretty easy. It's just a lot of entities and a lot of rails and a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of pain, untold amounts of pain. But it's a pretty cool project, and I'm super happy with it so far, and hopefully it gets even better. One of the things I definitely want to talk about is this Thursday. That will be the 14th of July at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be streaming. So this is going to this will come up again in a minute, but I will be streaming a sort of building with. It'll be a team build with myself and Tashara. And if you don't know who Tashara is, he is a very good builder from Holland, I believe, and he's a really cool guy, and he's a much better builder than I am, and hopefully that'll be a really cool show, and hopefully I'll see you guys there, because I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really hoping it goes well, and I would love to see you guys there and give out questions. Basically, if anybody's ever seen one of the Building With series, it's going to be a little bit like that, except it's going to be a team build. He's sort of taking lead. I'm going to help out with the build, and I'm going to pick his brain and try to figure out what he does that I don't do, and what I do that he doesn't do, and we'll play that little game and figure out what's going on, because I really love what he does, but I don't understand how he gets there, really, and I think it'll be a cool exercise. I love doing Building With series with builders that I know of and have seen their builds and stuff. I did one with Dalmont. I did one with Skylord. If you want to check those out, there will be links in the description. Also, Tashara has his own YouTube channel, which you should go check out, because he does build updates, and I guess now he's starting a survival series, which is pretty cool. So go show him some love too. Link down in the description. So I did say to leave some questions in the comments of the last video, and unfortunately not too many people did, so I went and I looked for the questions that most people ask, and so I'm going to answer those. So the first question comes from Clay, and a lot of people have asked it, and it's basically what happened to the survival series. Okay, so survival is still happening. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen once the Starside server is shut down and I have a little bit of time to figure out what it is in survival that I really want to do. I kind of got lost on that. I'm going to go back. We're going to knock it out, but I don't really know exactly what direction I want to go. And I mean, that's sort of been the plaguing thing for the entire survival series, because there's obviously no set objective for StarMade. But at the same time, I just got so busy. I couldn't spend, you know, because it's like just recording and editing the videos for those, because they're, what, 20-minute episodes? You know, just just the recordings, not all the work up to the recordings, but just the recordings took about 2 hours, 3 hours to do, and then obviously upload times and everything else, and I just didn't have the time. I couldn't keep doing it regularly. But if I can get to a point where I have that kind of time, and now that I'm dedicating more time, I will do more survival stuff. The other problem with survival is it is survival. I can't spawn in anything or anything like that, so I have to go out and build all this stuff, from scratch, and I like doing that, but it also takes time. So just sort of getting into the mode, for lack of a better term, to do that. That's a little bit different, and I will be working on it. But that's basically what's been going on there. The next question that I've got is from Yannick NVT. He asks, can you sometimes stream on European times? Well, I'm doing that. Finally. Yeah, I know it's terrible. The problem is that if I wanted to stream European times, let's say like 7 p.m. in Britain or, whatever, I'd have to stream at about 2 p.m. here. And unfortunately, I'm usually doing stuff around that time, so it makes it really difficult. I could stream like 5 p.m. here, which is 10 or so your guys' time, 10 or 11, which is better, but like I can only do that sometimes because usually I'm working right about then on something or other. So it's really rough, and I know time zones suck, and I wish I could, make it a little bit easier on you guys, because I would love to be able to talk to you guys too and hang out, and I will do my best to do that a little bit more often. I try to do it on weekends, don't always succeed, but if I'm going to stream during the early afternoon for me and early to mid-evening for you guys over in Europe, then I usually do that on weekends, and that's the plan. That's what I'm going to try to do for the most part, but I can never really promise that that's what's going to happen, okay? But I will keep you guys posted as best I can with any scheduled streams other than my regular streams, like the Tashara one. So I won't be streaming at my regular time on Thursday that I know of. I will be doing the Building With episode with Tashara, which will be cool, I think, anyway. Alright, the next one comes from Sarara, or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Do you have any building tutorials for StarMade? Yes. So I'm going to break this into two categories here. I have a few tutorials in how do you use advanced build mode, how do you place blocks, how do you build a ship, the basics, how do you use systems, how do you use weapons, whatever. But they're old. They're very old now, and I'm planning to redo them, and I will be redoing them shortly-ish, probably over the next 2 weeks or so, and hopefully those will help you guys out, and I'm really looking forward to doing them. But currently the tutorial series that I did is pretty old. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's very old. It's like a year or two old. So there's that. I will be working on new ones, and hopefully that'll help you guys out, and hopefully you guys will like those too. But for the moment, you'll just have to bear with me. I'm not there yet. I haven't finished those yet. On the other hand, I have the School of Design series, which Friday, guys, new one, which covers kind of the basics of overall design. Like if you already know how to place blocks, use symmetry planes, build turrets and all that stuff, then you'll be able to just jump right in with School of Design. And they're kind of older episodes. I do have, I think it's like 10 episodes or something like that, or maybe less. I don't know. It's close to that, though, of episodes of School of Design. They're not perfect, but we're redoing a bunch of those because we can, and it seems like a good idea, so that's what I'm going to do. The old ones are still good. The old ones are definitely still good, but they are old, so we don't have docking areas anymore. We have rails now, and I discussed this a bit in the last episode, or the last video as well. And so if what you're looking for is, maybe tricks to help you build nicer, hopefully nicer looking ships, then that might be the place you want to go. And I do hope that it is a useful resource for all of you guys. I have heard that a lot of people seem to like it, and I'm hoping it does become useful. So that's the tutorial situation at the moment. Okay, the next question I get from a lot of people, so I'm not going to credit anybody with this, but the question I get a ton lately, it seems, is what server are you playing on? And can I come play with you and stuff like that. So there's a couple of answers to this, and the first one is I was playing on the Starside Shattered Skies server. However, we're shutting that down, so that means I can't play on that one anymore. But it's just gone now. Or it will be in a few days. So I don't know where I'm gonna go to play beyond that other than Star Squadron. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to be doing a thing, and I will tell you guys the thing that I am doing when I start doing the thing that I will be doing, if that makes any sense. Other than that, I play on the Star Squadron server. It's a locked server, and you have to be a YouTube content creator to be part of it, and then the guys there on the Star Squadron server have to basically approach you and say, hey, we want you added, you know, to join us for like Let's Plays. It's really meant just for filming Let's Plays and that sort of thing. So it's not where I'd be doing a lot of creative stuff, but we also have like an event server sort of thing for Starside that we can kick up, but it's not going to be a constant thing. It'll only be for things like Blood and Steel and those sorts of events. So it's sort of, you know, it's a catch-22. I can't say, yeah, come join me on this server right now, because I don't have a server like that. But I might, and if I do, I will tell you guys, alright? That's about as best I can do, and I promise I will do my best to keep you guys posted. Alright? Coolio. So, I don't have any other questions right now, but leave more questions down below if you have questions. Like, that would be great, because then I'll have more stuff to talk about, and however much stuff you guys give me to talk about, I will continue to talk about, because I talk on YouTube. That's the thing that I do. I don't know if you've noticed or not. Anyway, we have a few upcoming events, so I want to tell you guys about that. Obviously, Building with Tashara on Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I think it's like 7 p.m. in one of the European time zones. I don't know which one. Whatever one Holland is in. I'm really bad with geography for the most part. We also have Blood and Steel coming up, and that will be on August 28th. And there's a link down below for the forum post for that, so if you want to check that out, feel free. Rules and all that stuff is there, and we'd love to see you guys join. It's a really fun tournament. I really enjoy casting it. I know Saber does as well. He'll be moving. I have a wedding to go to on the 20th, so we couldn't do it that day, but it's gonna be pretty cool. We've already got quite a few people joining. We've got a few teams already signed up, and we have quite a few people who are, you know, currently building their ships for the tournament, which is so cool, and I love seeing all you guys there, and it's a really fun time. So we'll be setting that up. We'll probably do an alpha test of the new event server, which will be cool, and should be, well, let's be honest here, it's probably all gonna break, but that's the point. That's why it's an alpha test. Make sure it's all working first, right? I also have a kind of super secret project I am working on at the moment. I'm going to be grabbing some of the other people that you may or may not know as community builders and YouTubers around to hopefully help me out on that project, and it's going to be really big, and all of you guys will be able to participate once it's sort of been designed and put together properly, and that's going to be a thing. It's going to be pretty crazy, and I'm super looking forward to it, but it's one of those things I got to keep it under wraps right now for a very simple reason, and it's not like it's a NDA thing or anything like that. It's just I need to keep it under wraps because it's really complex, and we need to. I don't want people to get the wrong idea before I start actually, like, before we've set it up and understand what everything's going to be, what we're going to be doing, and how everything's going to work together. I don't want you guys to think, oh, it's going to be this thing, and this is what I need to do to be a part of it. And then, you know, like, it not be that at all. So it's just a matter of making sure that all of the information is correct and directed when we do release the information, all right? So we're going to do some testing. Stay tuned. I may end up bugging you guys on Twitter at some point or on the streams to drag you guys in to do an alpha test of this, in which case I guess you'll know what it is, but we have to wait until we get the resources, all the little eccentricities, all the builds, all the little things put together and ready to go. All right? Cool. So the second thing that I'm kind of working on, and I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time, and so I figured I'd just throw this out to you guys, and if you guys would be interested. I used to do charity live streams once every 3 months or so, and I want to do another one. And with the shooting in Orlando, I was thinking about, benefiting. I'd like to benefit a charity that helps with the LGBT community. So that's sort of the plan. I'm trying to put it together, and I'd really like to make it a big event. So the idea being as many streamers and as many YouTubers as we can get, and maybe like fill like 24 hours straight of content. So like Saber would do 2 hours, I'd do 2 hours. If we could actually convince Delmont to, show up, he could do 2 hours, and so on. So if you are a streamer and interested in helping out with that, like, give me a shout out. That'd be cool. Just send me a message, to my email or something like that. I don't know when that would be, but I would also love to hear from you guys if that seems like something you guys would be interested in participating in and all that stuff. And yeah, so that's, I like doing charity work. I like giving back when I can, and so it's one of those sorts of things for me. It's really important to me that I give back to those people who have it harder than I do. I live a pretty relaxed life. Like I can do things that a lot of people can't. I'm in a privileged position, and for those people out there that aren't, I honestly believe it's very, very important to try to elevate their status. Really, to try to put them in a better position, because in the end it helps you too. The better off the people are around you, and even those that aren't directly around you, the better society is in general, and that can only be a good thing. That's really and truly, that's all there really is to it. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to do, and I hope you guys would like to be a part of it and all that good stuff. I'm not necessarily very good at talking today. Anyway, and if you can't tell, my voice has dropped. I'm a little bit lower energy. It's 4 o'clock in the morning while I'm recording this, so I'm a little tired. I kind of left this one. I did a live stream today, like tonight, which probably wasn't the best choice, and you're actually watching footage from said live stream right now with a brand new build. And I guess I should have said this earlier, but Saber, if you are watching this, then you can no longer watch this because you're not allowed to see this build, because I'm sending it to you, and it's gonna be interesting. I don't know how it's gonna go over, but I want to see your first initial reactions. So there's that. So I was gonna go into like story time with Raven and spend some time telling you stupid stuff that has happened in previous eras of my life, but honestly, it is now 5:05 a.m. I just edited the first part of the audio and all that good stuff, and I'm too damn tired. So I'm calling it here for this one. Hopefully the next ones will be a little bit longer, and feel free to leave questions and all that stuff. See, I am not Jingles. I will answer questions if you give them to me. Give me your questions now. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully on the stream on Thursday with Tashara, and hope to see even more of you guys, or other of you guys, or whatever, at Blood and Steel. So, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you again next time.